Hey, how's it going, folks at Pioneer? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I'm not sure if it's one of your folks that applied for the site audit, and maybe it was your competitor, but someone applied for a site audit, and we got your website information, and I was looking over it, and I noticed a couple of things that have been working out really well for you in terms of your SEO, and a few other things that I wanted to highlight that we could help you out with, potentially if we were to maybe tackle the SEO stuff together and things like that. So at the very least, maybe you'll see some insight out of this, and or maybe we could just kind of talk further about what we could do. But either way, let me go ahead and get started, all right? So the first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of what's been working out for you or what has not. And so what I can see right off the bat is that you have a decent amount of referring domains and backlinks on your website. So right now it looks like you're sitting at about 78 referring domains on 8,000 backlinks. Actually, that's a little bit spammy. That's the fact that you only have 78 referring domains on 7,000 backlinks probably means that there's a couple of probably websites that have a ton of backlinks pointing back to the website. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that most of those backlinks you're just not going to get credit for. Now, let me kind of take a step back here. In case you did not know what a backlink is, it's basically any website in the web sphere that goes and links back to your website via a hyperlink. So what I mean by this is if there is a blog out there that's called the cabinrentalsblog.com, and in a new post they mention your website and they say, hey, if you're looking for rentals in Gatlinburg, visit pioneerrents.com. Right? And if a person clicked on the link, it would take them straight to your website. Now, believe it or not, Google actually tracks all these hyperlinks that are pointing back to your website, and they use that metric to determine how authoritative your website is. And so authority, in turn, is a very important metric in determining how quickly you rank for all the keywords you want to rank for and how highly you rank for all the different keywords you want to rank for. Now, there's a bunch of other nuances behind that, but that's a good way to look at it, how Google's algorithm currently works. Now, there's other things that are involved with building the authority on your website, but one of those things is the quality and the number of backlinks that are pointing back to your website. Now, so it's like a popularity contest. You want a lot of relevant websites that go out there and link back to you, because it shows Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about. You're the kind of website that other websites like to refer their visitors to, and it's just a very good trust signal that boosts the authority on your website and in turn affects everything else in terms of SEO. Right? And so the fact that you're sitting at about 78 referring domains on about 8,000 backlinks just isn't going to be enough, because I know for a fact that your competition has way more referring domains than you are right now, and they have more authority in Google's eyes than you do. And so this is something that we could definitely help you out with. And we would obviously build the authority on your website and provide these kinds of links for you in our SEO effort and campaign. So these are your organic keywords. These are the kinds of all the different kinds of phrases in Google that you currently rank for. And then this organic traffic is the estimated number of visitors that visit your website through Google per month. So it's about 1,100. Now, let's take a look and see what kind of keyword that you currently rank for, all right? So we can see right here that Pioneer Cabin Rentals, you have the #1 spot. It has a search volume of about 150. Bears repeating, you hold the #10 spot, 2,700 searches per month. Gatlinburg, Tennessee Cabins, 9,100 searches per month. And you rank the 23rd position for that. Pioneer Rentals, probably not. Okay, so you get the point, right? Now, what I wanted to highlight real quick was kind of the URL that actually shows up when a person specifically searches for the keyword. So you'll notice that right here, that when someone searches Pioneer Cabin Rentals, it'll take them straight to the homepage. But if someone types in the keyword bears repeating, you'll notice that it's actually when the 10th position that shows up, which is your website, it's actually this page right here. It's not your home page, but it's this page that's called cabin/76/bears-repeating. In SEO, this is what we call a inner page or back page of your website. And so you can see how that kind of works right here. Cobbly Knob Map, and it's this page right here. What is a chalet? And difference between a cabin and a chalet. Now, as I'm going down this list, you might be asking yourself, why aren't I ranking for the phrase Gatlinburg Cabin Rentals? Because Cabin Rentals has 22,000 searches per month, and that's definitely a keyword that you want to go after, right? Gatlin Cabin, that one's fantastic. Wow, that's a lot of searches. But you might be asking yourself, hey, why aren't I ranking for the phrase like Gatlinburg Cabin Rentals? Well, the reason why you're not ranking for this phrase is because Google doesn't understand what kind of keyword to give you credit for. Um, so our job as an SEO is to make it as easy as possible for Google to understand exactly what your website is about and exactly what kind of keywords you want to rank for, as well as doing all the stuff that Google wants to see on a website, and then continue to build the authority, right? And so, as I was talking about before, you can see how when someone types in the keyword bears repeating, the reason why this page ranks so well is because this page right here is so fleshed out for the keyword bears repeating. You can see that because cabins right here is something that's related to bears and in rents and cabins. Google can tie those ideas together. The other thing is right here, you literally have the phrase bears repeating in your URL, right? Same with right here, bears repeating Gatlinburg. And so Google is like, okay, this page is clearly about bears repeating. It has it in the URL, it has it in this title, and it has that phrase sprinkled in. So we're definitely going to give them credit for this keyword. And so that's essentially why you have the credit. Why you ranked on the number 10 spot without you probably even realizing it for the phrase bears repeating. Now check this out. You can see right here, what is a chalet? Well, check this out. The reason why you might rank for that is because in the URL, you literally, the blog page right here, it says, what is the difference between a cabin and a chalet? You literally have the phrase, what is a chalet? And so Google, you don't necessarily have to be exactly like word, right? Google can still recognize that this is a page that has those kinds of keywords in it. And then you have it again, like I said, right here in the header as well. And so that's how Google can say, hey, this keyword, this page clearly talks about what chalet. And so we're going to give them credit for that phrase, what is a chalet? And that's essentially what has happened. Now, I bet this page right here has ranked for a lot of other phrases just besides this right here, what is a chalet? And that's the kind of thing that's been working out especially extremely well for our clients. And that's essentially what we would be doing with your SEO plan of attack. So what we would do is we would literally build out a page that says, instead of cabins, it would say pioneerrents.com/Gatlinburg/cabin-rentals, right? And then we would have that and then hash out some content, make it look really nice and pretty, because that's going to be your bread and butter. That's the one that's bringing in 22,000 searches per month and where you're ranking, right? So you want to make that page look really nice. And then have all the keywords and all the content, make sure that it's SEO friendly. Like we would take care of, make sure that the content itself looks nice and has all the SEO elements on there. We also have content writers in-house as well. But essentially, we want to build out a page specifically targeting that keyword. And that's essentially what we would do for all the keywords we want to go after. So like cabins in Tennessee, if that's something you want to go after, we would just build on an inner page that says cabins-in-Tennessee. Same thing with Gatlinburg cabins, right? And so, well, Gatlinburg cabins, I think we would just point them to the homepage, and I would just fix the homepage content a little bit and do some on-page SEO. But that's essentially what we would do. We would grab like a keyword set of like 10, hash out a plan of attack, like how we're going to do this keyword. We're going to layer in these other kinds of related keywords so we can get credit for those, and then start building out those pages, start linking to those pages as well, because you can absolutely do that as well, and it builds the authority on that page. And just start ranking you for all the different keywords we want to go after. And I don't know if you are aware, I assume you do, but the Google search engine right now is a very winner-take-all mentality. Essentially, if you're not on the first page, rarely do people actually go to the second page when you search something on Google, whether it's on your smartphone or on your computer. And so you're not really a key player until you get on that first page. But the moment that you're on the first page, you're going to get an influx of traffic. And then once you start moving up in that first page is when you start really ramping up the amount of traffic that's going to your website, which in turn converts into sales and through the cycle and all that stuff. And so that's essentially what we would do. Now, some keywords are more competitive than other keywords, right? And so in our SEO kind of methodology, what we like to do is, in the process of going after the more difficult keywords that have more search volume, we like to layer that in with ones that have decent amount of search volume but has a lot less competition. That way we can start ranking you for that lower hanging fruit essentially, and start ranking you for those less competitive keywords in the process of ranking you for the harder keywords, because it's a lot easier and quicker for us to rank you, and then you can see the results and you can see some kind of ROI in the process of us ranking you for that main keyword, right? And like I said, this is something that has worked extremely well for our previous clients and our current clients, and something I just know that will work extremely well for your niche and your business. The great news is I really want to work with you guys because of the fact that you're not a lot of the times that when I do these video analysis, there are websites that are just barely starting out. There are websites that people have no idea and they want SEO to do everything for them. What I can tell is you're a very established business. You already have a decent amount of traffic. Now it's just a matter of just honing in a few things, this and that, to really take you to the next level. And we can absolutely get you there. And this is like that phase where when we pick up a new client, right? Or is it more like this? But so when we pick up a new client, it starts off like when we do the SEO, and then it's like an exponential curve, and we start going up. And when we do the SEO and you already have traffic, it's a lot easier for us to hit that growth curve and explode the amount of traffic that goes to your website than if we were to just start off on a brand new website and spend, months or even a year just trying to build the authority on the website for us to get to that point where you are right now, for us to really explode and take it to the next level, right? And so that's essentially what we would be able to do, because this is already an established business, it's already an established niche, and you have the authority on your website. We just really just need to hone on a few things and continue to build the authority and really, really just bump it up and take it to the next level. All right, so I appreciate it again if you watch this video all the way through. I really look forward to talking to you guys, and I'll just wrap it up here, all right? Thank you.